The biggest challenge I see facing small business owners is not having enough time. We are an idea-rich and time-poor bunch of people, especially when it comes to content creation, which is kind of the name of the game with marketing. You've got to extract an idea from your head, research it to the nth degree, write a really good synopsis of it, come up with the imagery direction, and then disseminate it on different platforms. And that can be overwhelming. I started blogging in 2009 and over the years have created a content creation template that I'm so excited to share with you in this video. This has allowed me to crank out regular, consistent content that's actually worth the click. I want to show you how to support your content writing efforts with research and examples and stats and tutorials. By the end of this video, you're going to know my entire system for creating pillar pieces of content every week in my business. If we haven't met yet, my name is Ashlyn Carter. I'm a conversion copywriter and I love helping creative entrepreneurs like you because not knowing what to say should not be the thing that's holding you back from making sales. And if you want to get your hands on the actual template that I use in my business, again, I'm talking through it in this video. We recently added that to my template shop, the copy bar, so you can go over there and check it out, grab one for yourself. I'll pop the link in the description box, but let's hop to it. Number one, build a content research idea bank and plot your content calendar. I hate having to think of what to blog about or what to create content about. I want to have a list ready to go at all times. So yes, I keep a list of batch ideas on file, but I have a couple of other tools in my arsenal that I lean on for bulking up my content with research and more fodder for me to reference when I'm creating these videos. One is we have an email folder that is obviously easily searchable inside Google. If there's any questions that we get asked about, they go in there. I've said before, my goal is that we have at least one piece of pillar content to answer every type of recurring question that we get. So if we get a question all the time about XYZ, I want at least one good free piece of content out there that can help that person answer the question. Now I go into my content planning system ad nauseum inside my Prime to Launch Masterclass series, but your content has to tie to your sales goals. So once I know the topic, I can go into my overall content map and calendar and see where can that topic fit in where it will actually help push sales goals. Number two, before you start writing, outline the content. Use a template and a pre-writing question list. So a rule for writing copy or anything in your business is truly to start with the end in mind. So I want to show you how I do this and then show you that document that I use when I'm creating content. Okay, this is a peek inside of the template or the script for the video that you're watching now. So you can kind of see what went into it before. I just duplicate this every single time there's a template in my Google Drive, and so I duplicate it and throw it in. So these are some of the things that I'm going to fill in right when I'm getting started. First, I'm always thinking about like, what is the connected funnel for this? What am I trying to do? If there is a freebie upgrade in the video, I'll put that there. If I have some blog title ideas, I'll put that in there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is some keyword research. Let me show you the rest of this because since keyword research takes a couple of minutes and this stuff I can pop off the top of my head, I'll show you the rest of this. Know, do, and feel the actions that I want people to take when they watch this, and then some sort of solution that I am pitching. So that is where I'm going to begin when I first start. If you've been around here, you know how obsessed with time I am. I track my time. I set a timer to make myself do things because I get distracted so easily. I also am not going to just stare at the blinking cursor trying to figure out what to say. I want all that fodder in front of me. I want to know, are you like that too? Click the like button if you function the same way. Squirrel much? I do this with the pillar content template that dives through these 6 questions up at the very top of them. Let me tell you the questions first. How does this fit into my overall strategy? AKA, what funnel is this actually connected to? Number 2, what's the key takeaway action or CTA? Number 3, what questions do I get asked about this? So that's what I'm going to look in that email folder or look in our big customer research survey that's gone out that year and actually copy paste questions related to this topic that I get. Number 4, what is my point of view on this? Do I get feisty or sassy because I'm very opinionated about it? Do I have an example of this or have a specific background that correlates with it? Do I want to expand on an old idea or a rule of thumb that's out there? Number 5, what do I want them to know, feel, and do? And number 6, what SEO phrases am I trying to rank for? I've done a full SEO video where I dive through all sorts of stuff related to this, so I'll link that in the description box if you need some SEO copywriting tips. Okay, I'm sure you could ask yourself 50 questions before you start writing your content. I don't have time for that. These 6 at least help me get my head on straight, my head in the game, and I am ready to write after I've filled out this part of the template. So number 3, the first thing I'm going to do in the writing process is sketch out the outline. And I have a very simple outline that you can use in your content creation as well. Whether you create video content or written content, I think this will help you. I don't know much about podcasting, never done it. Here's the brief 5-point outline that I used for years. Number 1, an intro story story. This can be an anecdote, a fact, a hook, a stat, a testimonial. Number 2, the core message. In these videos, you always hear me say, in this video, you'll learn XYZ. Even if I was just creating a blog or doing a live, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just say explicitly what you're going to learn. Number 3, the sections or the mini blogs. Number 4, tell them again what you just told them. And lastly, the CTA. Okay, this is the outline I'm gonna use if I'm trying to build authority on some kind of a subject. So if you are, for example, blogging your case studies or your portfolio work or recent weddings that you've done or press that you've been involved in, that format is going to be a little bit different. But this type of content outline will help you when you're trying to build that authority on a subject that you know a lot about. Number 4, decide your non-negotiable content goal and research before you write. Okay, have you ever been on Pinterest or Google before and you've clicked something and you get through the click and what you land on is just not meaty enough? It's not helpful. You've got to go back, start over, and keep researching. I hate that feeling. So I want your content to be absolutely worth the time that it takes for people to click through. And you can do that by collecting in advance as much solid content gold as you can. This is going to be essentially research to bolster up the content that you're putting out there. Okay, I have a specific list of things that I add to my content to make it meatier and juicier and more worth it. But that process, again, is starting out, answering those 6 questions, doing a-ish outline of how I think this is gonna go, and then I start researching and I'm copying and pasting and pulling in all these different anecdotes and examples, tutorial ideas, images, quotes maybe that I can include. Let me go through the list. I always include 1 to 2 at least studies or data points, a personal story or illustration, examples, screenshots, 5 to 10 links, which at least half of them are going to be internal links, half of them can be external links, quotes, imagery elements, photos, infographics, GIFs, an embedded tutorial or demo, a video, and or a real life application. That list can be a game changer for your content, because if you're bulking up your content by adding those things, it's that much more applicable for people when they can see it applied different ways, and it also helps different learning styles. Okay, number 5, you finally get to write and edit. But just like a chef gets their mise en place together before they start cooking, I'm making sure that I have all of these things first. Then writing is honestly a breeze, and it's so much faster. Great copy isn't written, it's assembled. That is a copywriting axiom, and while content writing and copywriting are 2 different things, done a video on that. This helps too. This, having a system and workflow, can help so much. Whatever your workflow, make sure that you hammer it out in a good tool like Asana or Trello. And like I said, if you want to get your hands on the actual Google template that we use in my business, the one that I copy every single week into the appropriate folder and I build my content off of, then be sure to look down below. I linked it in the description box. Also, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What are some of your best content creation hacks, or what tips stood out from you in this video that you want to try to apply to your business? As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.